Hi everybody, Tony Caridi along with West Virginia Athletic Director Wren Baker. A special conversation brought to us by WVU Medicine, the official medical provider of WVU Athletics. Well, it might be summer, but there is a lot going on in the world, not only here at West Virginia, but in the college sports landscape as a whole. Let's start here first off locally. Congratulations due to you. You've got a 2-year contract extension, and so obviously the turbulence that you've been dealing with since you got here have not hindered you, and you want to move forward.
Well, very happy to be here. I've said this time and time again, the people here have been incredible to me. Yeah, we've had some turbulent times, but you know, when you take these jobs, you know there's going to be turbulent times, and so, but the people here have been incredible. My family's loved it here, and we're just excited to be here. And as I said on the caravans, my wife is renovating our house, so I probably need to work a couple more years to pay for that renovation. So it seems like it's never ending.
Yeah, the contracting stuff doesn't get any cheaper by any stretch of the imagination.
Tony's building a house, and everywhere I go, he's bid everything up. I mean, like, and so then I have to, or he gets it for free and they charge me twice.
Stop. Anyway, the caravan is over. What a difference a year makes, right? I mean, just the mood in those rooms. We went to 6 stops, 2 of them outside of West Virginia, Manassas, Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina for the very first time. You get a buzz, you get a feel that everything's going Mountaineer fan-wise really, really well.
Yeah, the morale, the energy was tremendous. And, you know, as we went across all of the locations, every one of them, the attendance was up. When you look at our ticket sales and all of our metrics, our dashboard, pretty much every metric is trending up. And so it speaks to the resiliency and the depth of the passion of our fan base. Again, there was a lot of ups and downs over the course of the last 18 months, but Mountaineer Nation has remained strong, supported our team, supported our student athletes and coaches, and I think we're positioned very well as we head into a new era of the Big 12. I should also add very quickly, we got started off in Manassas with a great start because we're in the middle of the DC metro area, and Tony goes off script and decides to ask our new Mountaineer first week on the job to fire the rifle in the middle of Washington, DC. So.
Well, we got out of town in time. It was all good. He did a fantastic job. Powder load was pretty good. I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought it was good. And by the way, thanks to all those folks that did turn out over those 6 days. It was a lot of fun. You can sense that there is excitement for football season, and things are starting to build up. What do Mountaineer fans need to know as we get ready for that?
Yeah, just that as we head into a new era of college athletics, and I'm sure we'll get a little bit to some of the things that are going on nationally, but you know, we need you more than ever. We need you to come to games. We need you to support Country Roads Trust. We need you to support the MAC. You know, we are, I hate to be the guy who's always sending the offering plate around, but we are in an era in college athletics where there's going to be some type of revenue share with student athletes, primarily those in revenue sports. And when you look at our budget, it's right around 60th in amongst the power conferences, and so we've got to move that needle, and there are several ways we can do it, and we've seen our revenues increasing, but we need your participation more than ever to make sure that we're prepared to compete.
Let's jump into this revenue sharing discussion, because the Big 12 now has formally, they were the first to sign on the dotted line. Okay, we're in for this. There's more questions than answers at this point, but overview on this. Why was this needed?
Well, it's definitely going to cause some big changes in college athletics, because typically and historically we've taken revenue sport money to provide this experience across the board. But you know, I think the courts have said time and time again that you cannot set artificial caps in the name of controlling cost and competitive equity, and historically the NCAA has done a lot of that, and so we've lost several court cases, and we were probably going to lose some more, and so this settlement, while it doesn't solve everything, and in fact I could argue it creates as many questions as it provides answers, I've said a couple of times the most frustrating thing the last few years is we're at point A, we're being asked to build a roadmap to point B, but no one can define where point B is. And so you really don't even know how to get started. This comes a significant step closer to identifying point B, we can start to build the roadmap. There's going to be some hills and valleys, some tough mountains to climb to get to point B, but you have to start by knowing where point B is, and I think settling this court case is significant in getting there, and I don't think there's any legal experts who would have said that they liked our chances had we continued down the path of those court cases, and if we lost them, the damages would have been significant. Some people say up to $10 billion, but that's before being trebled. Antitrust cases can be trebled, which means triple damages, so could have been $30 billion. And so that would have bankrupted every conference in the NCAA. You've seen the whole thing blown up, and probably a consolidation of 25 or so bigger brands, which wouldn't have been good for a lot of institutions.
Right. Along that line, I think one of the big concerns for West Virginia fans is always they do not want to be left out of that pool. Do you think that by doing this, you feel stronger that West Virginia will be in position?
Yeah, I do. I've always talked about the equity in our brand. I mean, you look at viewership, we're about between 30 and 35th in the country, most viewed. Third in the new Big 12. Our viewership is over the last 5 years has been third. If you look at brand valuations, so when we throw everybody on the board doing conference realignment, we look at the value of all brands. We're always top 30 to top 35. When you look at the population of our state and those kind of things, that's really impactful to see how strong our brand is. But this allows us to stay at the big kids table, and I think also gives us a path to continue to move up, improve ourselves. There is a lot of pressure on us to get our budget in a better spot, and that's going to cause us to think about revenues differently, think about how we make money differently. I've talked before about one of our issues is we have a very passionate fan base, but we don't have very many premium seating options in our two revenue sport venues. Both the Coliseum and Pushkar Stadium are probably bottom 10% in the country in terms of suites, club seats, that kind of stuff, loge boxes. So we really have to think about that, and we've got to think about investing in facilities in a way that has a return. We've got to think about making money in areas other than sports. But to answer your question, I do feel very encouraged about where we are in the national landscape, how we can move forward. It's going to be challenging, but as Mountaineers, we've been through challenging times before, and we're going to find a way to get through it and remain highly competitive.
Yeah. Closer to home, spring sports seasons are winding down. Randy Mazey's last season, Sean Kovich and the golf team advancing to the NCAA championship round for just the second time in school history. Last time was 1947. A lot of good things.
Michael Fergale was just getting here as an
That's
employee
right. 40,
in 47.
he was a 48 enrollee. Yeah, 48.
Michael Fergale's over here like staring us down. So,
for Mazey to go out the way he is, that's kind of storybook the way the season went.
Yeah. So if you know Coach Mazey, he's such an interesting individual, and what he's done with this program is really special. I'm very happy for him. He has some things he wants to do in life. I think he has some hunting he wants to do, some fishing he wants to do, some spending time with his family he wants to do. And so while I hate that I won't have a chance to work with him as a head coach in our program every day, he is going to be around in a different capacity for at least a couple of years. And he gets a chance to do the things that he's wanted to do in life, which I'm really excited for him for that. He's done a tremendous job building this program. Our baseball program is in great shape. Very excited about Coach Saban's and excited about the future there, and thankful for Coach Mazey's contributions. Yeah,
and obviously in golf, it's been a fantastic run for them as well.
Oh, what an incredible! I mean, I guess it's a true if you build it, they will come. We built a practice facility, and here they are competing at the highest level that they've competed in a long, long time. Coach Kovich has done a great job building that program. We've had a lot of people that's invested there at the facility at Pete Dye, and we're excited about the future.
Yeah, very good. WVU Athletic Director Wren Baker, we hope that you've enjoyed our special conversation brought to us by WVU Medicine, the official medical provider of WVU Athletics. Thanks for being with us.